museum in St. Joseph, Missouri. My aunt wrote a paper on it for her psychology class, and it was supposed to be really interesting. The museum itself is a separate, newer building, with the actual old hospital next door. The exhibit has a bunch of equipment and patients' belongings from when the psychiatric hospital was running in the early 1900s. So there were lots of creepy relics from the golden days of messed up therapy and questionable procedures. However, none of this really bothered me. Side note, the museum also has separate exhibits about Native American tribes local to the area and the Pony Express. We entered the main floor. Nothing too interesting, just a gift shop and little displays. I felt fine until we reached the second floor, where the psychiatric exhibit began. As soon as the doors opened, there was a figure. In my mind's eye, I didn't physically see the figure, and it kind of looked like a Death Eater from Harry Potter, only not big and without a head. It followed us around the floor, through the psychiatric exhibit, and eventually stopped. I told my mum to keep her feelings to herself, so I wouldn't have a biased experience. I looked at the items left behind by former patients, and I felt a presence telling me not to touch any of them, or something bad would happen. Finally, we made it to the Native American exhibit, and the figure was there again. It followed us, but stayed maybe 20 feet behind, stopping when we'd stopped. We took the elevator to the morgue area in the basement. You'd think I'd feel something. Nope, nothing. Finally, we went to the main floor and left. When we got home, I mentioned to my mom it felt like something was following us. She agreed and said she saw it too. I decided to do a test. I had us face away from each other and draw what we thought it looked like. Turns out, we drew the exact same thing. After that, I emailed the museum and told them what I experienced. I didn't think they'd reply, but they did. They told me what I experienced was actually a very common occurrence among their ghosts and staff, and they've all allowed investigations from time to time. So yeah, Glore Psychiatric Museum. I used to work as a cook in a tea room that used to be a brothel back in the 1800s. We had the dining area and a little gift shop that sold different kinds of pottery and silverware. I would often be the last to leave and lock up, and would hear random sounds like footsteps or something falling on the floor quite regularly, but was never fazed by it. One night, I was called in late to start prepping stuff for the Sunday brunch. So probably at around 10 to 11 p.m., I hear footsteps upstairs and hear the lights coming on.
Let's go, I guess, yo. Gang, gang. Let's go, yo. Yeah, buddy. Oh, what? I already been this way, dude. Shit. Shit, man. Been that way. To go this way now. Yeah, buddy. Now where was the mummy one? Where was the fucking mummy one? Hogwarts, been on that, yo. What's this here, yo? Exit only? A blunt. Is this the mummy ward? Yeah. The fucking mummy ward, yo. Mummy. Yeah, buddy. The fucking mummy ward. Oh shit. Fucking hell, how long is this bitch? Well, there you are. Good. So blunt, am I right? Has it arrived? Yeah, it has. Good. Let's go. Yeah, buddy, let's go, Kim. The fuck? Okay, bye. Oh. Hi, bye. Hi, bye. Hi, bye. Shit. 2, 1, action. Oh, that's why. Go over here, go over here. 3, 2, 1, action now. And there we go. Three, two, one, action. Cool. Let's go, chill. Let's go to over here, yo. Well, for blunt, gun some more bites. Why not, YOLO? Let's go, buddy. Let's go into more fucking rides, yo. Let's go into this ride first, Jurassic Park. Why fucking not, yo? YOLO, right? Then Stranger Things. Then I think that's all the rides right now, dude. May as well fucking wait, I guess. For Bond. Let's go, bruh. Bye. Oh shit. Well, it is what it is. I didn't mean it, but yeah, I broke it accidentally. Coming soon. Well, the last one is Stranger Things. Jump, jump, jump. That's right. So bluntly as well. It's a ride, yeah. Cool. Let's do this. Well, that was simple. Oh, here's what it is. I guess I went on ultra fucking wide, yo. Let's go without fun, my bro. Push play, yo.
Lights coming
A
on.
blunt.
I knew I was the only one there at the time, so decided to investigate. I walk up the stairs and look around. Everything seemed normal. So I turned out the light and headed back downstairs. When I see the lights come back on, I'm starting to get a bit freaked out, so I yell, "Hello?" with no response. I walk back upstairs to turn the light off, and as soon as I reach for the switch, I see this large vase just sort of lift up and move to the right, then drop to the floor. Holy shit. I was so freaked out. I called my boss, and she casually brushed it off like, "Meh, it's regular here." I was
Hey, bro,
helping my
ready?
younger brother
Ready to
move
go?
into an apartment with his bud.
Yeah, I am. Cool. Let's go. Down. I'll see you back in the city. Bro, wake up. Oh, I'm here. Back in the town. Yeah. Come on. Good. Well, I will catch ya tomorrow. Oh, good. Oh, see you then, bro. Okay, see ya. Oh, shit. My house upstairs, up in the hills, yo. Yeah, buddy, let's go, con. Up here. Go all the way up there. My room here. Screw through. Five in the morning. Head to school. Go down here. Jump. First class is this class here. Good morning, class. Let's go set that back. Class dismissed. Cool. My second class is class here. Good morning, class. Class dismissed. Nice. Last class for the day into the afternoon should be here. Good morning, class. Let's go set the back rock reasonable, yo. Okay, class dismissed. Have fun at break. Cool. Let's go, boy. Jump. Yo. Let's go to over here, bro. Press Yes, pry her bun for the yo.
The floor at the front counter. One day, I'm sitting there stealing time from the sweet owners, and I see some movement out in the corner of my eye. Looked like someone wearing a flannel, walking back from the front of the shop, then turning and running into the back again. I thought I'd just been caught milking the clock by the owner. I never heard any noise of anyone coming in, so I go to the back to check and face who caught me. No one's there. I know I saw someone. I walked upstairs to the offices, which I had never been into before. No one. I later asked what the ghost wore when he was alive. Always flannel. So I worked in a haunted daycare. My personal story happened while I worked with the 9 to 18-month babies. At nap time, they all sleep in their own cribs, and the teachers all huddle in the furthest corner so the kids will stay asleep. One day, all the kids were asleep, which is a feat in itself. So I'm sitting facing the room at large, talking to my co-worker. As I'm checking the room, a ball that was left out rolled across the floor. Just straight up moved 4 feet across the floor. It didn't start anywhere near a baby, and even if it had, they were all asleep. The ball was slightly deflated, and it even sounded like someone tried to grab it. That sound of fingers trying to find purchase on rubber. Now normally I'd attribute this to a trick of the light, or the AC kicking on. But my co-worker, who'd been looking at me, turned her head at the sound and said, "What was that?" I told her what I'd seen. We had a nervous chuckle, and we asked the ghost to kindly not wake any of the kids. Other co-workers had felt taps when no one is behind them. We've seen things move on their own, and one even saw something too tall and abstract to be a kid run down the hallways, only to disappear. I've had a few experiences that I can't explain at my current house. When my family and I moved in, I was around 7 years old, and I'm 20 now. I don't remember how soon after we moved in this happened, but I was laying in bed one night, just about to fully fall asleep, when I shit you not, something grabbed me off the bed, but I sure as shit did not sleep that night. Another time, I probably would have been 13 to 14. I was playing Battlefield, and fell asleep while the game was still going, and woke up at around 1 a.m. Turned around to get my bearings, and in the kitchen doorway, about 20 feet from me, there was a tall dark shadow. Not a transparent figure. It was solid as night itself, standing tall, so tall in fact, its head was crooked against the ceiling at a 90-degree angle. I froze for a moment and inspected it, making sure it was there, and it was. I stood up, with the TV and Xbox still on, to provide some semblance of light in the room, so that I could turn on the stairway lights that led up to my room. When I went to turn off the Xbox, I looked back to see if it was still there. It was not. This one is a little more dismissible, if you so choose to dismiss it. But shortly after the last thing, I also was given a dream/nightmare/scarring experience by one of the spirits, or whatever you want to call them in my house. I was on Reddit, and on the front page, so I was looking through links that I thought were funny. I clicked a link that had a picture of a girl. I clicked the picture and immediately felt a knot in my stomach, then saw that the thumbnail with the picture had changed to something entirely different, like a dog. I clicked the link below it in hopes that it would be normal, but I was wrong. My screen blacked out, and just that picture opened on the screen. The words, "Daddy, no," in bright red text started typing themselves on the screen. Quickly, and aiming to fill my screen before it could, I woke up. On another occasion, I had a friend over, one with a connection to the occult, and they had their own experience. He saw a figure in the kitchen doorway, same as I saw, same time of night, after the two of us had fallen asleep. I took that as solid confirmation that I'm not going insane. On another occasion, I was at a friend's house, and we were in the basement playing video games, and decided we wanted snacks. Now my friend had their own experiences in their house, so they said we should set up a camera in the basement to film while we were gone to see if, on the off chance, we would capture something. We set up a Mac with the webcam recording the couch where we were sitting. Upon returning to the basement to get back to the ever-important video games, we inspected the video to see what we captured. The video played for a minute or so before we both heard a voice at the exact same time saying, "Make it quick." Nothing was disturbed from the spot in the basement, as far as we could tell. So, we didn't know what the thing had done so quickly. But rest assured, we had no plans to stay there that evening. With the amount of experiences I've had myself, I am either crazy to some degree, or right to some degree. But these accounts are all true, at least for me. My good friend shared this story with me, and I've never been able to shake it, or retell it as well as him. He is about 40 and divorced. Back when he was married with a 1-year-old daughter, him and his wife bought a house and moved in. It was apparently an old house that needed some fixing up, but they got a good deal and were ready for the work. After a week or so, he notices a life-size doll in the corner of the nursery, where his daughter sleeps. It creeps him out, because he's a normal human being. So he turns it around to face the corner, so it isn't staring at him. After putting the kid to bed, he goes downstairs and asks his wife about it.
I'm gonna get to class,
Where did we get that doll? She looks at him and says, "I don't remember. I assumed someone gave it to you for our daughter, and we moved it here." He's a little weirded out, because he didn't remember moving the doll, and wonders if maybe it was in the house when they moved in, and he didn't notice it. The next morning, he goes to get the kid out of her crib, and notices something. The doll isn't facing the corner anymore. It's looking at him again.
Let's pause it. Let's go to somewhere else for that, yo. Let's go, but there's the house, my mommy house, and my house, and you know what I mean, shit, man. Go to here, bro. Press play.
I'm getting shivers already just remembering him telling me this. That's enough to creep anyone out. So he throws it in the closet and shuts the door. At night, he has an argument with his wife. I don't remember what it's about, and it's not really relevant. But the point is, they were getting into it a bit. They were loud and focused enough that they didn't notice their daughter crying upstairs. At a lull in the argument, his wife hears her. At a lull in the argument, his wife hears her and says she's going to check on her. But he just tells her she'll be fine. Let's hash this out. Another minute goes by, and suddenly He realizes he's practically having to shout over the noise of his daughter screaming from her room. It sounds different. It's not a normal cry. He glances at his wife and quickly starts up the stairs. What he saw when he opened the door literally makes my eyes water with fear when I think about it. The closet door is open. The life-size doll is sitting next to the crib, motionless, and its arms are reaching through the bars towards his daughter, just stiff and motionless, like it was caught in the act, before returning to a dull state. Needless to say, the doll was thrown out, and I believe burnt. There's no explanation other than something seriously demonic. This story of that house goes on for much longer though, and I always get shivers trying to remember it. We have some close family friends whose son died in an accident when he was 12. This kid was incredibly strong-willed and often mischievous, and he remained that way after he passed. He would often appear to his younger sister, who had been the one to find him after he died. His father was a violinist, and as he was playing for his memorial concert, she noticed him sitting on the edge of the stage and broke it in the middle of the concert. The kid loved airsoft guns, and as a reminder that he was around, he would often leave airsoft pellets around the house for the family to find. You could wipe a counter clean, turn around, and find a small pyramid of pellets on the counter when you looked again. Soon after he passed, my mum introduced a friend of hers to the family, who started visiting the family weekly for a class the mother offered. When this friend was young, she used to see and talk to spirits, but hadn't had any experiences in years. After she started visiting them, he started appearing to her on the car rides home, and have her pass on messages to his mother. She would come back and relay very personal memories that she couldn't have possibly known. This went on for a few months, until one ride home, her infant started giggling and squealing for no reason. She looked in the rearview mirror and saw him playing with, and I think, tickling the baby. This freaked her out, and she told him he had to go, and he never came back again. The final most profound thing he did was a year after he passed. On the day that should have been his bar mitzvah, which he had been preparing for, the family had a memorial that day, and when they got home, they noticed someone had left them a voicemail when they were gone. They played it, and it was the song that was supposed to be played at his bar mitzvah, sung in these angelic, ethereal voices. They kept the voicemail for years and showed it to my family, and it was... He's kind of a one-upper, so I brushed it aside and never thought more of it. One Saturday night, we're all hanging out at my house, where I lived with my mother at the time. We weren't drinking, just hanging out and chatting. Suddenly, he went very still and silent. My BFF asked him what was wrong, and he said he felt a presence in the house, and it was very strong, and told us to keep chatting, like we were, and he was going to feel for it. My BFF and I returned to our gossiping. A while later, he speaks and mentions the spirit is in the kitchen.
Well, shit, well, shit. Sorry about that, bro. All good. Well, fuck. The fucking school is over. I'll catch you tomorrow, bro. Yeah, I'll catch you too. I'll catch you tomorrow too, bro. Well, we better get going. Yeah. Shiba. See ya. School is over, Khan. parkour over here. Go upstairs, yo. Hey son, how's school? Oh, it's good, Mum. Yeah, hey. Hey, Dad. See, son. See, Mum, Dad. Let's go out the balcony. Actually, let's chill here. Press play. Come on, yo.
And it appears to be male. At least, it does to him. He says it didn't feel like other spirits, though. More like a good presence / guardian angel type. I still don't really believe him, so I start asking questions. He says the entity is definitely related to my family, and that he is young. Then suddenly he turns to me and asks, "Did your mum have a miscarriage?" The blood drained from my face, and I get goosebumps everywhere. My mother miscarried a child before me. It would have been a boy, my older brother. This story is about seeing my sister. She passed away 7 years ago. First time I saw her started in a dream, where she was yelling at me to stop being a hermit and go out and meet people. When I asked her how, she said she didn't know, and to put an ad on Craigslist. That's how I met my husband. Second time I saw her, I was awake. I was walking out of my apartment complex to go pick up my son from school, and there she was leaning against the building waiting. She even walked with me to the school. My son ran up to where we were standing and started talking to my sister like he saw her often. On the walk home, my sister was walking between us, and this young kid tried to walk through what he saw was an empty space. He stopped cold, freaking out.
Pause it. Five in the morning. Head to school, yo. Go down here, over there at school. My mum and dad is at work at the hotel. Down there, yo. See that white building there? That's the hotel there. That fucking white building there. That's the hotel that we own. Shit, man. Tomorrow, today is just another day at school, yo. Let's go to class. May as well, right? Even though it's boring. Fucking no choice. First class for the day is the business class here. Good morning, class. Let's go. Sit down. Class dismissed. Second class for the day should be up here. All the way here. Good morning, class. Class dismissed. Cool. My last class for the day until afternoon is this class here. Good morning, class. Class dismissed. Have fun at break. Cool, yo. Gang, gang. Let's jump down. Hit yellow. Let's go. Sit on here, yo. Press play.
Before shooting around the side of my son and running
Bump
away
for
from
the
us.
yo.
I can't remember what we talked about, but it felt amazing to see and talk to her again.
Yeah, but
Last time I saw her was 8 months ago. I was at my parents' house and walked into my niece's room to talk to her and noticed her twin daughters, who were around 8 months old, jabbering away. I took a second look before I saw my sister sitting there in front of the babies talking to them. I commented